Hi, my name is Bryan Williams.
What would you say you identify as? Like, do you have a identity?
I guess, yeah, I'm just a gay guy. I'm like a gay dude. Just a gay black guy.
All right.
Yeah. Like, I mean...
Very straightforward. I like that.
Yeah.
What is your occupation? And then if you have an occupation outside of theater, what then is your hobby?
Occupation, I am an actor. And anything else that anybody might need for the moment that I might have to do. I can do everything.
You're an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. I am an individual contractor. I do whatever I got to do to get the job done. But yeah, I'm an actor and random trickster of trades, and I just do everything I can do. Jack of all trades. Yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want
me
to do?
I'll
do it.
Like, just tell me what you need. And basically, I can come up with something. Hobby. Oh God. Like really. I don't know what we consider a hobby nowadays. I don't really have anything. I'm not that interesting, to be honest.
Oh,
but no, I don't have that many hobbies. In my spare time, I'm kind of like a geek or a nerd. I'm just like looking up stuff online, like some shows, or trying to do some research, or just trying to find. Like I'm just voyeuring for information, basically from all kinds of sources online. I mean.
Yeah. Tell me, how did you discover theater? Did someone introduce you to it, or did you stumble upon it?
Okay, so this is a good one. So my little story with theater, when I was a kid, I saw this show, and I eventually realized it was Jelly's Last Jam. But they were like putting it on PBS, like on the public broadcasting system, and and it was just all these black people. I was probably, I don't know how old I was. I was like, had to be like maybe like 10 or 14, 12, something like, I don't know, something around there. That just happened when I was younger. Then when I was in high school, probably like a junior, I played piano and things like that, and I always sang. And people knew that. And this random girl, like, I think I was in like a piano class, because they just offered it for my school. And this girl in my piano class was like, hey, we're doing a show. Will you come play it? You play piano. Come play a piano on my show. And it was, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. He wanted me to be Schroeder.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, okay, I'll come. And then I ended up being Linus. Then I just took on for like junior year in high school. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And I was like, this is like acting and singing and all these things. I knew about singing, but I didn't know about acting. I didn't know about performing and dancing and stuff like that. And so it was like a whole new world for me. So after that, I kind of just jumped right on in, but I still never thought of it as a career. And I actually sat out a semester after high school, because I was like, I don't want to just go to school and like not know what I want to do. Because up until then, the only thing I had been told that were options to me were like jobs that were like fiscally responsible, like the things that made sense. Like, so I was thinking things, do something that makes money, do something that makes money, because that's what I was always told. So I was like, go into psychology because you love the way people think, like, and things like that. And so I was like, I guess I'll go to psychology. And then some kind of bell went off at one point, and I was like,
bell somewhere to
like my like, look, we're not doing this. So I was like, that's not what you want to do for the rest of your life. I was like, do something you want to do. And I decided to go to study theater, like randomly. I was like, let me just go for it. And I got a scholarship and went to school, and then just took off from there.
Oh, scholarship! That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, scholarship. Well, while we're on the subject of school, did you have any black theater teachers or mentors growing up? If so, was there representation of reason you stuck with theater? Or if you didn't, do you think you would have felt more prepared for show business had you had a black mentor or teacher?
No, it would have been nice to have a theater teacher. That's the thing. I had a lot of teachers, but they weren't black, so they really didn't understand a lot of small things that were important to us. Nobody black. And that's what kind of got under my skin. I never really saw that many people like me, especially on the other side of the table. You'll see a couple actors here and there, but I would never see anybody like that looked like me that was like a director or even a stage manager or things like that. When I did graduate high school, like I would do like local theater, and one of my best friends, Greg Williams, he's down in Baton Rouge. I started doing shows with him. He was like, because he's black, and he's like one of the only people that I would say I didn't look up to Greg. He's a good friend of mine, because he's one of the only people that's where we kind of clicked, and we went to school together, because there was nobody else in like my life that was black who understood the passion I had for theater. Because once I discovered it, I was all about it. That's how I am about things. Like, I was this is what you do. If you're gonna do something, do it well, and not do it at all. And that's the reason. Like I kind of like jumped into it head first.
Are there any Black characters or roles that you feel are poorly casted and or misrepresented in film, TV, or the theater?
Black gay guy. Because you know what it is about the Black gay guy? Because I always feel like I'm the Black gay guy, you know, right? But I'm the Black gay guy that doesn't want to play the Black gay guy. I just want to play a guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't even want to play a Black guy. I just want to play a guy. I want some subject matter that's about being a guy. I think what's missing in a lot of mainstream is Black people just being
regular,
regular,
exactly.
Yes, being real, being ourselves. Like, it doesn't have to be a plot that's necessarily.
Oh, she had a hard life.
Like coming up might come up. You know, like yeah, I had it hard, but that's not.
That's not how you
identity.
Right.
Yeah, like it bothers me. I think the like misrepresentation of who I am, a Black gay guy. That's who I am. Like those are the like identifying trademarks when you think about I'm a Black gay dude. And I don't see a lot of them, and if I do, they're usually attached to somebody that I don't identify with, or they're doing something I don't identify with, or something like that.
They're playing up to the role, and you don't have to.
And I'm not hating on anybody because I know that's what we have to do. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like frustrating, but I don't really.
It's either one way or no way.
Yeah.
If there was a theatrical equivalent to taking the knee, what would it be?
I could take the knee on so many things. Like, we're the minority in this country, right? But we're especially the minority when it comes to this profession. So, you know how that is. Like, there's all eyes on us for good and bad reasons, always. If I did take the knee, the show wouldn't go up. You know, if we took the knee about so many things, the shows wouldn't happen. When I tried to take the knee politely,
So wait, taking a knee for you is defending yourself.
Defending myself. Okay, because I always feel like I can explain myself. But when people don't want to hear you, they don't want to hear you. If they're not going to listen, they're not going to listen. Yeah. But I've taken the knee because I tried to express some things that I felt like. I was doing this show years ago, and it was at a theme park. Won't mention their name, and I love the show. Beautiful show. Like, I've done a couple theme parks, and they, like, amazing shows. Like bigger shows, you know? Like, yeah. And the one thing that I had to try to pound into people's heads when I would do that corporate theater, as we like coined it, is that I can't do what the other person did. You know, it's like I'm an individual. I'm an artist. Like I can't be expected to like be exactly what the last person was, especially even though I know where you're coming from on your side of the table as a producer to try to say, well, we just want the show to be the same way. Yeah, if you just let me. Black gay guy.
Where is your creativity?
Do what I do. Do what I've dedicated my life to. If you just let me do it, we'll all be okay. But that's one of the things I've been taking knee. I took a knee on that with a company because I spoke up about like just the way we could do our shows. I was like, well, can I sing it this way? Can I sing it that way? Because this is more comfortable for me. I don't have a voice. No, I know my voice. I know what my voice can do. I've had it my entire life, and I've used it my entire life, and I'd like to show you what I can do if you give me a moment. And then you speak up and say, well, let me try this, well, let me do that. And, you get reprimanded. People try to put you in a little box, and yeah. Issa Rae, people like that, people that are like on the cusp of like all this Black empowerment that we're seeing. Cause I'm like, it's kind of like surprising, like, because it's like a movement that really has to come up like in the last couple of years. Like all this Black Lives Matter, Black Pride, all this stuff. We weren't doing this just a couple of years ago. We were not doing this. I'm all about it, but when it comes to a particular artist, anybody that got something relevant to say that's not the same thing that we've been seeing for the past 20, 30, 40, 50, however many years, anybody that wants to do anything that's not the norm. Even if I don't like it, just do something out of the box that I can at least be intrigued enough to watch. Even if I hate every minute of it, I want to see something I haven't seen 10 million times.
Thank you.